How the legs feel? Good? Look what I got. I got the stream going, eh?
Huh?
Got the stream going. So from about every hour or so, I'm going to be calling for the ice sock. There's 4 of them in the freezer on the left side. Okay? Let me get this going.
No one wants to be treated like.
Thank you. Radio tower. And the stream is up and going. Hey, hey, hey. Alright. Okay, Pop. I got this thing going. Okay. Huh? You're good. Everything's good. Your phone, your thing's still logged in. You're at the bottom of the climb. You're all good. You don't have to do nothing. Except deliver ice socks. Just give me 1 second, everyone. Just get myself organized. Good. Okay, fine. Go now. Okay. Alright, and we are away. You counting. Alright. We are doing well. Thank you, Matthias. And thank you. Thank you for joining. So today, as the title suggests, we got Everest going up radio tower. I'm just going to warm up here for 30. I'm 30 minutes late, but that's on time for me in terms of doing bike rides. So there's always I always try to be I got time. it's like you got to start riding in 60 seconds, and you're still doing whatever, and you're like, there's plenty of time. No problem. I'll be clipped in, no problem. The chain's not even on the bike yet. And, it's over still from the, like, where the wax thing is. And it's like, it's fine. We'll be clipped in and riding in 60 seconds. But, anyways, we're riding nonetheless. And 30-minute warm-up. My dad is sitting at the bottom of the radio tower. Hopefully it doesn't log him out, or else I'm going to be some pissed. But, yeah, he's at the bottom of the radio tower. And I'm going to warm up and then teleport over to him. And then, yeah, it's 8,848 meters. Thank you, Chris. 8,848 meters of climbing. This should be significantly faster than the Alp. Just says the two components going for it is the climb is steeper, getting up to 17% around one of the turns, and the descent is much shorter. So it's a shorter climb, and this climb, the radio tower climb, is very typical of what you would normally see with like outdoor Everest in terms of like record attempts. Very typical, being on a short kind of steep climb like this. Very rarely, like I'd say, like I'm talking like at the professional type level, very rarely are people doing Everests on, like Mont Ventoux. Like they're not doing it on long drawn out climbs like that, even though Ventoux is steep in sections. The problem is that you have such a long descent, like, and we saw that with the Alp being an 11-minute long descent, that you got to think that means you have 11 minutes where, turn my volume off, I can hear myself talking, it's annoying. It means you got 11 minutes where no time is being, or no meters are being climbed. So it's kind of dead time. Whereas the radio tower today, as you'll see, is very much just kind of like, you got a minute on the descent. And so the turnaround time, like round trip, is roughly 6 minutes, with about 4 minutes and 40 of that climbing. And so you're pretty much climbing, adding meters to your total, progressing towards your goal. You're adding meters essentially constant. There's very little dead time. Now what that does mean, and I'll say this now just for the stream, is I won't be talking as much, and the reason is twofold. One, being a shorter climb, it's at a higher intensity, and so my aim today is like versus the Alp, where the first climbs, as you saw when I did the simulation 2 weeks ago, so I am going to be doing the little bump. I don't think you should be. I agree with you, Matthias, in that I don't think it should be done. I think you should be having to turn right at the bottom. So like as soon as you hit the start line of the radio tower, I agree with you. It should be, the rule should be you turn right then and there. Unfortunately, that's not what others have done. And so the times that have been set on that leaderboard, I mean, the ultimate climb, the ultimate time, and I'll say it a couple times maybe today, professional cyclist in Europe. He rode for Uno X. Actually, recently just saw it on his story yesterday. He was riding with legendary Phil Guyman up a climb in Los Angeles there, it looked like. He's a fantastic climber, and like that's his thing, climbing. But he got that extra altitude. He live streamed it, and he got those extra. It's 9 meters, is it works out to. So instead of being 150 meter round trip, it ends up being 159 meters, with 9 meters kind of being like a free section. Now for me, on 100% trainer difficulty, I mean, my trainer still pretty much turns on the brakes quick enough. It's able to react quick enough that I still feel that climb. Like, so I think if you're on a very low trainer difficulty, it is kind of cheating. On 100% with a really good trainer, like the Justo 2 here, you do feel it. Like, it instantly, like, it puts on the brakes very quickly. But I agree, it should be, you should have to turn around right at the bottom. But as I said, Magnus, the guy who has the record, he live streamed it, and you can see he does the little bump and then back down. And I mean, it is twofold. It's twofold faster because, one, you get an extra 9 meters, and two, it means you're hitting the climb at a much faster speed because you're coming off the descent of the other, and so you actually gain about 10 seconds going back the other way too. So it's actually kind of like a double positive. But as I said, that's what people have been doing. Unfortunately, if I turn right at the bottom, which I kind of think should be the rule, then, you know, my time is nowhere in sight of people who have done it that other way. So it's kind of, I'm just playing the game that others kind of have set, right? I'm playing to their, rules or whatever that they have kind of put in. And the Everesting folks don't seem like they've said anything against it. So I'm just going to do what others have done already before me. Yeah, it's like, as I said, if you do have a good trainer, which most people are on good trainers nowadays, and you're on 100% trainer difficulty, like, you do feel it. So it's not like, I think when people were saying like it's free, they're talking about on like 50%, where, like, let's be real, on 50% trainer difficulty, I could climb, no joke, and I'm not making this up, on 50% trainer difficulty, I could climb Alta Zwift on a 62 tooth with no issue. And with the biggest gear, able to be in the back of 25, right? Like, so, like, and not have to use it much. I can, out of the saddle, sit at 68 RPM, which is my kind of sweet spot range. I could go out of the saddle very happily with good chain line in a 62 tooth with no problem. But on 100% trainer difficulty, not a different story. And as I said, if you have a trainer that has a fast enough reaction speed, then you do feel it. But yeah, that's what others have done. I mean, Magnus is phenomenal. Like, so there's nothing taken away from him. He's a phenomenal cyclist. And, you know, his 5:30 is freaking crazy good. That's the ultimate record of all climbs on Zwift. That's the world record. But we are at a disadvantage. For today, I'll say, again, I'm not taking this, don't take this as any disrespect, but mine is a completely solo effort. As long as you pedal, it's following the rules. So as long as you're not freewheeling, okay, good to know. So, yeah, I mean, as I said, like, you do feel it. On 100%, you do feel it. Like, just, this trainer, like, I'd say it's actually it's unrealistic to outside. Like, when you're on rolling hills outside, when you hit the bottom of one of the other hills, your bike doesn't just, like, like, it doesn't just pull down on you. Whereas here on 100%, it's just stupid. Like, talk about killing any momentum, inertia. Like, these trainers do it. Like, it just knocks the brakes fully on as soon as you hit it. Takes you down to like 40 RPM, and then have to cycle through the gears like crazy before. It is a hard little turnaround, because it's, I'm on a 1x here, 34 for this, and so I spin out on the descent, and then it's like, have to boom, 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 back down, and then back down again, or back up, once you hit the climb itself. It's very hard. Yeah, I mean, he's on the ball. And he's, as I said, riding with Phil right now. So, yeah, it's could be I think it's hard regardless. I don't think it takes... If I see the rule, like, them saying that. It makes sense, as long as you're not freewheeling. Which I've thought a lot about this, like, do I just freewheel down it or not? And I think maybe you could be faster if you just super tuck down. However, I would also say, for me personally, because I've done it before on that climb, I don't think it's as good for your legs to just kind of sit. Pretty much sweet spot is where the power will be today. Sit at sweet spot and then just like stop pedaling for a minute. I don't think that's, to me, it's kind of hard recovery wise, just, and then right back up at 320, 325, and then just 0. 325, 0. I think that's a hard way of climbing. Doesn't mean your normalized power is disgusting, but I think it's harder. So I'm pedaling down the descent the whole way. I'm probably going, say, 120. Being solo here, my descending will be a little bit slower. But I don't think I'm going, today I'm not going for 5:30. I think it's, not that it's impossible in the future, but I think right now a good goal for me is 5:42 is kind of what I have in mind. It's just based on my simulations, it kind of has been the number that it's like, yeah, that seems in the realm, of a good day. I don't mean like that's like, I could just roll, 320 watts, no problem. No, it's still a really hard ride. Thanks, Magnus. That means a lot. So if people don't know in the chat, Magnus there's the world record holder. He broke it, what would it be, 2 weeks ago now? Kind of funny, it happens. So, anyone else feel this sometimes, where it's like you're doing something, you're going for an Everest, and you're training for it, and then once you start doing it, it almost seems like everyone's doing it, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying you're copying me or I'm copying you, whatever. I'm saying it's because that's what you start looking up. So it's like the algorithm kind of takes you to that point where it's it's all you see. It's all you're maybe paying attention to. And it just seems like, man, I guess Everesting is the thing now, because I'm seeing like people like there was what's his name, the American cyclist there, huge power for like an hour there. He did like 500 watts for an hour. He did an Everest, and it was around the same time I was gonna do the Alp too, and it was just like, what? Everyone's doing Everest now. Here I thought like this is like this unique thing, but it's because that's all you start kind of focusing on, that it kind of seems like everyone else is doing it. So it's kind of funny that records, and we're all pushing each other. That's what's so cool about it, you know. By Magnus doing that time of 5:30, it kind of starts being like, yeah, 5:54, like, which was around the previous record's time. Another pro cyclist there in Europe. It's like, blow that out of the water. Like it, and that's the thing. We all just incrementally push each other to the new levels. I'm sure, like with Magnus, me going after it, maybe some others going after it. I'm sure come next year around this time, it'll be like me and Magnus and other guys will be having the discussion of being like, I think we could go sub 5, like literally. I think that's in the ballpark of somebody just being like, yeah, I think I could hold 5.5, which should be, and if Zwift comes out with another new wheel set, you know, another faster bike, maybe like a level 6 Athos, whatever, I guarantee we'll be having the same discussion. But like being, oh yeah, I think we're gonna go sub 5 today, instead of sub 6 being this mythical time, right? And that's why I'm doing this Everest here, like on YouTube. I mean, is I think as a community, we all can push each other to new levels. And even though you're kind of sort of competing against other people virtually, we're all kind of on this team effort, ultimately at the end of the day, of let's try to see how fast we can go, right? And by Magnus doing that time, it's going to push me. It changed my view of saying, oh, forget 310. I'm not going to hold 310. I'm going for 325 now. And it's not that I'm trying to hit 530, but it's set. It's like, oh yeah, 550 is too slow. Like, we're going to try to go 542, right? And see what happens. So it's really cool. And that happens with marathon running and everything, that we all just push each other to new levels. And what we didn't think was possible suddenly is like just an easy long ride, you know? And I think that's a lot with nutrition too. Like, we can kind of rip these efforts off, you know, without just like obliterating ourselves for the next couple months trying to recover, you know? But it's also just the training. I think a lot of us have understood, you know, have new perspectives thanks to the Norwegian method, for example, you know, with threshold training and volume and et cetera, heat training, being a part of it, all these things add up, and it means that we're able to put out, we see it in Ironman too, people are able to put out efforts on back-to-back weekends, when previous it's like, how the heck did Christian Blumenfeld do that once, let alone 6 days apart on the other side of the planet, like, with travel in between. Crazy, absolutely crazy. All right, I'm getting hot. Let's put that fan to full. So we will be starting in 15 minutes. Sorry, everyone. I was talking and I need us warm up a little bit longer now. So just do a little low cadence, and then we'll do a couple opener. You're on. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was saying that with the intensity being higher than the Alp I was kind of talking throughout, with the intensity here being a lot higher, about say 30 watts higher, roughly 25 to 30. That combined with the fact that on the descent you have to really pay attention and like focus to be able to turn around at the right spot on both ends, at the top and the bottom. And so it's not like once I start the descent, like we're just gonna be like, you know, whatever. It's kind of like I got my hand on the turnaround button ready to go. So there won't be a huge amount of talking, is my point. Which I know is saying a lot for me. But just as I warm up here, the goals. So I did a simulation, not a simulation, but a test on Wednesday or so this week, where I wanted to just see, like, if you kind of threw pacing plans out the window, like, and just kind of gunned it, what kind of time would you be doing, just for fun, and also as kind of a big threshold set, to hopefully make today's feel a little easier. And it was 5:16 pace, and I was saying this to my dad this morning. It's like, even though it's easy to kind of fall in love with the idea of being like, man, why don't we just try to keep that, you know, and just go till we blow, you know, let's just see. Because I did a quarter of Everest, and it's like, yeah, it's not that much longer to go. I felt great at the end. We could keep that for another 40. Even though it's nice to kind of fall in love with that idea and get carried away. And even today, if you're ahead of pace of the 5:42-ish pace, being like, oh, I'm just gonna roll with it here and smash. I'd like to keep on a leash for about the first couple hours, and then hours 2 to 4 settle into like the pace, and then with about 10 to go, then we're gonna start risking it. And so I thought about it like, if I blow up with 2 to go, you know, 2 repetitions out of the 56 or so to go, then I've paced it perfectly. And I know that sounds weird, but it's like, at that point you got 9 minutes of climbing left, so who cares? You know, we can push through that. But I don't want to leave it so that it's like, you know, on rep number 56, it's like, all right, giddy up, let's go 400 watts on this one, which I did yesterday for one. Went 4 flat on Zwift, but I think it was 355 on the Strava segment for the rep. So you'll see that all day, my little hologram smashing it. But yeah, I don't want to leave it till like the very last, until I'm like, all right, let's start just pounding. I want to start kind of really turning the screws with about 10 to go, so about an hour to go. And as I said, if I blow up with 2 to go, then I know, like, perfect, you paced it perfectly. So we'll try it for about 320 on the first bunch, and then I'll try to turn it to 325 or 61 kilo. So I don't know what that works out to. It's probably 5 point something, 3, 5.25, 5.3. And then you get about a minute and a bit turnaround, back down, and repeat. In terms of carbohydrates, I got 1,000, would be actually 1,015 grams down here. The planned amount is 960. Thank you, Mark. Mark was there. He led me out. He saw it. Alright, we've done the low cadence. So we'll be starting in 10 minutes, folks. So I'm going to just do a couple little openers. Then I'm going to calibrate. This is at max. That's at max. Let me just test. Am I getting out of the saddle? I just need to see where the fan's hitting me. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, let's do some openers. Now, you're gonna see some things here where you're like, what the hell is he doing right now? I've found on all my long rides, if I do a little VO2 set right before, then it just helps so much with carbs. Like it just seems like it activates kind of the system so much that instead of kind of feeling fuzzy like at an hour and a half or so, then it just seems like it eliminates all of that. It seems like it kind of turns your engine on, primes it, right? And just kind of gets everything moving. So it's not just kind of sitting there. Yeah, so Matthias, it's around 542, I think would be a really good day. Ultimately under 550, but under 542 would be kind of ballparking. Alright, so let's just do 5 and 5, okay. So give me just a minute. Sorry everyone, a little bit longer of a warm up here. I'm just going at the pace I'm gonna hold the entire time, just locking in. Locking into that kind of 360 or 6 watt per kilo. Just smash. I find it also gets the jitters out doing just these little VO2s. Kind of just burns off that jitteriness in the heart rate, just cranking. Yeah, I used to do, for my openers, just like little sprints, but I've been doing this the last month now, and I find it gets me going so much better. Doing kind of more 30-15s or 20-10s or something. For the thresholdy type stuff, I mean. Or sub-threshold. Couple more. Let's just see if we can get the heart rate a little higher. Maybe 2 more. Just get the heart rate at like 165. One more. We're there. Right about there is where we're going to sit. Okie-doke. Easy spin. Bring heart rate down. And game time. I want to actually just move my fan just a bit. It's kind of getting me where I'm getting the most of it here, but most of today will be here, and so I need to just move it just before we start. Change my name in Zwift to Everesting. As I said last time, part of me, in the off season, not now, but I would like to try Everesting on Tempest. I think you gain 400 meters every 300 kilometers. So, let's work this out. It's 300. So you only have to ride, I mean, this is doable. You only have to ride 6,636 kilometers. Easy. Yeah, because that'd be, so that's 1,200 every 900. So, yeah, that makes sense. So you got a bike across Canada. Honestly, I don't think this is that difficult. Think about the average speed by the end. You'd be rolling. Say we average 42. This is pretty easy. 158 hours? Is that what that works out to? So you got a bike for like a week. It's nothing. That's practically what I do in a week anyways. $553 laps. Honestly, you think about it, and it's like, think about how much shorter the radio tower will seem at like 56 laps. It's nothing. Alrighty. That's all she wrote. Let's get this train on the road. Just let me move the fan slightly and then calibrate. Look how long it takes the guy to slow down. Okay. So, can you see me? Yes. Garage. This was a big point of debate for myself. So, Athos is no question. I actually tested a couple days ago. I tested the Wake to be actually faster than the Alta. But, and I still don't know. Thinking about it, it's like if you were to blow up, hypothetically, it's not going to happen, but if you were, I would rather the faster climbing wheel rather than the faster descending, if you know what I mean, because then at least I get to the descent quicker. I'm going to go down the descent, like, yeah, I could be blown up to bits, and it doesn't matter, I'm still going to be going down the descent, but I'd rather get to it as fast as possible. And so, I think the Wake actually work out to be, I tested them to be, actually I'm not going to say, it's classified, but they were faster. Slightly. Okay. But a little bit slower on the uphill. Okay. Okay, everything good. So that you guys could see, we got the thing at max. It's all the way as far as it can go. Okay, and this. Okay, so you think they're faster, Magnus? Is that what you mean by white? I tested them to be faster, and so they, like, I did test they were faster. They were actually very close on the up even. Like, it was really close. Okay. The fact that you're telling me what's the fastest one, honestly, that's, like, class. Which ones do you think? That's classy. I appreciate it a lot. That's incredible. Who would you like to ride with? Where's my dad? He's there. Where is he? We got a problem. I gotta teleport to him. What the hell? Why is he not listed? I'm trying to go. I don't understand why I can't ride. Oh, maybe I'll go through the app. Let me try that. Mimi. Fine. Text. Why can't I say ride with? Where's the ride with? Give me a second. This is... It's not what I did the last time. Ride, teleport, or pacer group. Yeah, how? Why is that option not coming up? Oh, maybe I gotta go into it? The icon. Without, as long as you're in the same world and the same sport. Okay, so let's just try this for 1 second. Start. What the hell? He's in, and he's a friend. This is annoying. If he isn't connected to a trainer, you can't teleport. Okay. Dad! It's because it disconnected. You gotta come here for a sec. Okay, give me a second, guys. I gotta get him set back up for 2 seconds. It'll take 2 seconds. Problem with the teleport. I need to just get you to connect your trainer again. And then you're gonna bring the thing back down. Once you see I get on. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. What? Let's see if it works now. And ride. Whoops. Alright. Whatever. Let's just go back in. He's on now. So, just need to get here. Shit. Why is it not? He's on at the bottom of the climb. I've done this before. If he isn't connected to the trainer, can't teleport. I'm on it. Yeah, he's on the trainer. Hey, pedal very slowly, okay? Like, very, very slowly. Maybe it just needs to be reactivated, because it was a long time. Still nothing. Your guy might start going on the climb in a second, but I'm gonna... Is he moving? Okay. This is stupid. It should work. This is exactly what we did the last time. And maybe it timed out or something. Perhaps restart your own app. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna close mine. And if not, then I just gotta do oh hill no to it. It's gonna kind of kill my time, but okay, so let's try this. The old turn it on and turn it off button. Stop pedaling, okay? Because I don't want you to start going up the climb. Okay, just leave him there. It's like it timed out or something. If not, then I'm gonna do hill no. Like I'll do one of the other routes to get there. It just means it'll cost me a chunk. Like that, good. I'll calibrate a sec. Okay. It's still not showing up. It's pissing me off now. You're a friend of mine. You know what? I just realized. Let me come, guys. I'm gonna be 1 second. I gotta fix something on his. 1 sec. I think I gotta add. You put me back. This should work. 1 second. Alright, I think I figured it out. My dad has... So, he's on his second account of a free trial. And so he's got me... He was following me on one account, but not the other. So it should come up. 1 second. Let me restart this. Mimi's following me. Good. Yeah, because he's got 2 different accounts. So his companion app had was following me on one, but not the other. And so this should work. Because now I'm following him and he's following me on both of his accounts. So this should work now. If it doesn't, then we just go, oh hell no, because I'm going to run behind on my nutrition. Doesn't work, I'm gonna hit the roof. Yep, I'm pissed. He's following me. I'm following him. He's connected on the trainer. I'm connected. Why is this not working? He's a friend. I'm a friend. Oh my god. Why is he not showing up? Start pedaling very slowly, Dan. At least we'll get you to the climb. It's gonna mean I'm not gonna get a run up to that climb, but we gotta get it to reactivate or something. Ay, ay. This is just stupid. I'm gonna go uphill no in a second. This is just dumb. He'll kill the whole time. Can he teleport to you? Mountain mash. Yeah, I guess so. Both need to follow each other. Yeah, we are. He's riding right now on Zwift. He's at the radio tower. I'm riding. Just absolutely stupid. What am I doing? Keep riding. Just ride. Like, keep riding, like, so it just... I don't know. I'm gonna... Oh, there. Alright. Stop riding. Okay. I gotta just recalibrate. I always like recalibrating as soon as we have gaps. It's a quirk of mine. I recalibrate about 70 times. So after you see my avatar get to you, okay? After you see my avatar get to you in a second, I'm coming. Okay. Do you see? I just got there. Wow, I'm like right at the bottom. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we're good. So now bring the computer down. All right, everyone, we're going. The warm-up is right here. Get these legs back going. Okay, let's have some Red Bull. Just a little sip. Just waiting for the computer. And then restart. Thanks, Matthias. I got him. Appreciate. The initial problem was that he has 2 accounts, and so he has one with, I guess, his birth name, and then the one that everyone calls him, which is Mimi. So he has Dominic, and then Mimi. I don't think anyone's ever called him Dominic, so. But he has 2 accounts. We just float between free trials. That's what we do here. I create Hotmails. I got 17 Hotmails for free trials. Alright, we're ready to go. It's probably gonna mean I'm gonna have to pee. But you know what we do. We just go on the bike. Alright, this is kind of a weird warm-up, kind of just from nothing for 10 minutes. But we got 56 climbs to warm up, so I'm gonna start now. Let's go DJ. Frick, it's cold. Okay. And everyone's good. Let me just make sure we're connected here. Okay. Garage. Oh, let me save his ride. Okay, bye-bye, Pop. I was gonna get him to lead me out for 30 seconds or so. Oh. Trainer just locked up. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. That's 3, 2, 1. Bang on pace. Sorry if the top of my head's cut off. I just need to have the computer close so I can reach the turnaround. I turn around at this bush. Thanks, Keith. $324. Hey, Dad. Let's do another ice suck if you can. Another one of the little ice socks, if you can. Okay, 2 seconds. 329 on that. And make sure the heat's turned off too, eh? Like in the house. So far, so good. Seventeen, 19 seconds. This side. Thanks, Matthias. Three, three, one. Thanks, Franny. I have this dream. Maybe can we hold unweighted power of 305, which is 5. That would just be sexy. Early days still, but we gotta, as much as you kind of live in fear on these, you gotta also like take the wins and be like, hey, we're under 6 for round trips. I'm happy with that. Take the win. Take the wins as they come. Don't delay all the way until the end, until you start being like, oh, I'm feeling good now. I'm happy. Look at this jerk using the lightweight. Apologies if I burp throughout this stream, but we're taking 150 grams of carbs an hour, all through very short recoveries. So there will be burping. Excuse me in advance. Just a couple. 332. $1,600 VAM. On pace. A little bit ahead actually of the plan. About 1580, 1570 to 1580 was about the goal through this first few climbs. But we're not at stupid pace. Next weekend we do the Alp. This is a warm-up. I just wanted like a 5.5 hour threshold set to do beforehand. Just open the legs, you know? I'm all about opening up those legs. Get your minds out of the gutter, people. I hear you already. Oh, that's better than I thought it was. Thank you, Matthias. I thought it was about 5.33, 5.32. Hope you have a good ride, Chris. Beautiful. Thanks, man. Hope you have a good ride. cruising along. I'll be here. $330. Oh, but it's a fit when I come to this shit. After you work up a sweat, you can play with the stick. Not in your mouth, girl, not in your hand. Go what we do. Video. Oh my god, the thing's sketching out right now. It did this the other day. Not good. Oh my god. This is what it did the other day. Had to shut down. Oh man. See how I'm losing frames here? Shit. I restarted and everything to clear cache. What is the problem? I'm gonna dumb down the quality, see if that helps. It's not just annoying. The thing will crash if it keeps doing that. See how I'm losing a frame? Oh my god. If this thing crashes, I'm just gonna lose my shit. I'm done with Zwift forever. Because it happened, as I said earlier in the week, when I did the 14 of them. And it will crash. The frames will get worse and worse and then crash. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down. Once I get to the top here. It only does it sometimes. It only does it on rides I care about. Sorry guys, I'm changing it to low. Still does it. The game's gonna crash. Zwift's gonna fucking crash. It did this earlier in the week. Dropping the frames. You can see it. Come here. It's dropping frames every second. This is, remember I said it just gets worse and worse and worse until it crashes. This ride's pretty much cooked. Unfucking believable. $3,200 fucking computer and I can't do this. Absolutely fucking stupid. I got it in 560 or 576p. Having a great ride. See, it's losing frames 40 minutes in. Usually, if it starts with like an hour to go, you're okay. But not with 4 hours to go. We're gonna lose this ride. And I was on good pace. Like, damn good pace. This is just distracting. And it's just cranked my stress level through the roof. That's how that 14 was earlier in the week. I stopped thinking about the power. I was just trying to finish as soon as I could so I could save it. I restarted before this too, so that it wouldn't do it. It solves it when you restart the Mac. I restarted it before this. I'm gonna lose this goddamn fucking ride. I'm bang on pace too, and it does this. I got it on the lowest resolution. It happened earlier in the week too, on the 14. And it will start dropping. It'll slow down to a crawl. M1 Pro Mac. Last 2 reps, I've lost 10 watts because of it. Because I'm not even thinking about power right now. It's infuriating. You could train and train and train. And it doesn't fucking matter. Let down by piece of goddamn shit equipment. Look at this. Every second. Okay. If you hear me break the computer in half, you know why. I'm gonna throw it across the fucking basement. $3,200 and can't even run a goddamn app that my cell phone can run. My cell phone can run this. I'm gonna buy a PC after this fucking ride. Let me quit everything. Sorry, everyone. This is infuriating. Because I got good legs today. I do. I could feel it. I know it's easy to say 45 minutes in, but like, I can tell. Been riding long enough that I can tell when I got good legs. So that's it. I'm gonna buy an Alienware after this ride. Because Max can't do shit. Alright. Basically, I'm just gonna ride until the computer. It's supposed to be riding until my legs go. I'm gonna ride until the computer goes. And try to refocus as best I can. But the Zwift will crash here. And talk about cranking my stress. Burning calories, just stressing. Literally burning glycogen, stressing about this shit. Everything is closed. You think I'm joking? I'm literally gonna buy an Alienware like today. That's what I should have done from the beginning. It's so hard right now to ride this and just think that this thing could crash at any second. I might end up closing the stream and then see if that fixes and then come back on maybe. I love playing tech support while pushing 5.5 watts per kilogram. I love it. All the pros do that. You know, when Pog's going up, Mont Ventoux. He's on the line with Garmin, talking about how it's not connecting or something. Yeah, I'm gonna try very shortly here. The thing is it did it the other day when I wasn't streaming too. It's like it's just overloaded or something. Okay, folks, 2 more climbs, and then I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm sorry, nothing I can do. And we'll see if it stays. It might crash nonetheless, but maybe this reduces the load on the piece of shit Mac. An M1 Pro unified RAM. Fucking biggest scam of all time. 16 gigs of RAM is still 16 gigs of RAM. It's a scam. My brother has a computer at his lab. It has 1 terabyte of RAM. That's what you need. 16 gig bullshit. Oh, it's unified. It's different. No, it's not. It's still 16 gigs. after this climb, I'm sorry everyone, but after this climb we're stopping. Not the ride. We stopped the stream. At least if it's not on stream, you think that I've been swearing now? I've been holding my tongue here for what I really want to say. And so, at least if I turn off the stream, I could just scream out in the air and no one will care. Because right now I honestly want to throw the computer across the basement and break it in half. Yeah, they play it off saying it's unified RAM, so it's different, but it's 16 gigs of RAM. But that's Apple marketing there. Most Alienwares come with like 64 with the option to bump up. I'd say 32 is kind of like the minimum they have. Or just building your own. Yeah. Oh well. I spent $2,000 on helmets this week for my aero business. I'll spend another $2,000. Where's it coming from? I don't know. I didn't have the money before. I have even less now. You know, the Scotiabank, you're richer than you think? I don't think so. Qualify for welfare, man. Yeah, I agree. It's also just concerning. It's not even just the visual. It's knowing that it could crash at any second. As I said, I'm not just making this up. It will literally be burning carbohydrate because I am stressing. So, on that note, guys, I'll maybe check back in, but I think that's it on the stream. See if this helps it. Much apologies. Don't buy Macs.